We're going to talk a little bit about a rollback versus a drawback. A rollback is a forward movement that's typically done in reining. If I go forward, I'll stop, whoa, and then we're going to do a rollback where, whoa, he plants the inside foot. We would just turn to the right, so we'd plant the inside foot, turn and push off with that inside foot. Now, if I'm going to do a drawback, that cow is drawn back this way. The horse is going to start coming back with the cow. And then we're going to turn and we're going to go towards the cow. That turn should be done on the outside foot. I think he just did that turn on his inside foot. Let's turn, outside foot. That turn, the draw turn, should be turned on the outside foot. The reason for that is we're going into that draw from a backing position. And then turning and going the other way. The reason the two maneuvers are different is when I'm doing that draw turn on a cow, I want to make sure that we come out of that turn in the same track that we were when we went into the turn. See, we are the same distance off the fence that we were. Now, if I do a rollback turn, I would like to roll back in the same tracks. Whoa. But if I do that turn on a cow, you see how dynamic that was? That's going to push that cow further forward, and we're going to come out of that turn a little bit closer to the fence than we were. So at this point, we're in more of a position to drive that cow forward instead of track that cow forward and rate that cow. When we're showing cow horse, one of the items that we get scored on is rate. Well, if I do a draw turn when I'm boxing the cow on the end and draw back and turn, I'm going to come out in a better position to rate this cow going forward. Where if I do a rollback turn, I'm going to come out of that turn a little bit more dynamically. And at this point, that cow is going to be right there, and we're going to be driving that cow forward. We're going to come out of that turn out of position. So that is the difference between a rollback turn and a draw turn. Has a lot to do with which back foot that they turn it on, but it also has a lot to do with the front foot and where you want to come out of the rollback. If you have any questions about that rollback turn and draw turn, put them in the comments below. I have made a couple of posts about that and the differences between the two with a little bit of detail, not a lot. I didn't go into as much detail as I just did on this video. If you still have some questions and you're not sure what the difference is and why the two need to be different, when you would apply each one, put it in the comments below. Let's talk about it. It's something that a lot of people misunderstand, because cutters will primarily only use a draw turn because they constantly want that horse sucked back. Cutting is a defensive position. They're acting defense to keep the one cow that they pulled out from going back into the herd that they just came from, that they just pulled that cow out of. In reining, you pretty much all use a rollback turn because that's the maneuver that you want in reining. Now in cow horse, I want both. I want that horse to be able to roll back and turn, or I want him to suck back and turn. And the reason being is to get him in the position that I want him in to be positioned correctly on the cow that would be on the fence. There's going to be more on that coming on the outside of this pen. You see where I have this sand that I just put in? I'm setting my mechanical cow back up over there, and I'll be doing more on that, on this exact topic. This is a topic that a lot of people don't understand, but a lot of people really need it. If you want to see the video where I showed him in working cow horse, where we do the reining pattern and the cow work, I'll put that box up here too. And this is Hank. He has a pretty good size playlist where I've shown him in a bunch of shows and a lot of his training. I'll put that box up here too with his playlist. Until next time, thank you for watching.